Welcome back to the Desert Water Channel, formerly abandoned and forgotten footage. Today we're sharing a truly special moment. We're out in the heart of the American West, in a landscape that can be both breathtakingly beautiful and incredibly harsh. The sky above is a perfect, cloudless blue, a testament to the arid environments these animals call home. The backdrop reminds us of the resilience required to survive here. And right there, in the distance, our subjects are approaching, a small band of the desert's most iconic inhabitants, the wild horses. Survival in the desert always comes down to one critical element: water. It's a limiting resource, one that dictates the movement and very existence of every creature out here. We've been working to restore this particular spring, a project many of you have followed, and it's moments like these that make all the effort worthwhile. It's a privilege to witness nature in its rawest form, to see the direct results of providing a reliable water source where it's desperately needed. Wild horses are intelligent animals with a strong social structure and a natural awareness of their surroundings. The air is still, the only sound the quiet crunch of hooves and the ground as they make their way to the pond. Here they are. You can see they're cautious. Notice how they drink? Unlike many animals that lap water, horses use their powerful throat muscles to create a vacuum, drawing in large amounts of water very quickly. It's an efficient way to hydrate before moving back into the safety of the brush, and there's not much brush here. She's checking for potential threats, making sure the area is safe for the others. This natural instinct is what has allowed them to thrive in this challenging environment for generations. Take a look at that backdrop. These mountains have stood watch over these herds for generations, but the landscape is unforgiving. Without reliable access to these springs, these magnificent animals wouldn't survive the summer heat. The sound of the water swallowing, a melody in the silence of the desert. It's a simple act, but a vital one. These horses can sometimes travel 15 miles a day between food and water sources. In cooler months, they might go a couple of days between drinks, a testament to their incredible adaptation. And when they find a good source, they drink their fill. The water might not look clear and fresh, but it's life-sustaining. And not just for them, but all that visits this spot. In many parts of the West, historic water sources are drying up or getting plugged by debris and sediment. Ranchers and homesteaders used to maintain these, but that practice isn't as common anymore, leaving the land and its wildlife vulnerable. Projects like this aren't just about digging a hole, they're about restoring an ecosystem's balance. When horses or burros dig their own wells, They expose subsurface water, creating vital oases for dozens of other species, including birds, deer, badgers, antelope. They are ecosystem engineers, and by helping this spring flow, we're supporting a much larger interconnected web of life. The landscape around us is vast and beautiful, but don't let the beauty fool you. It's an environment of extremes. Providing reliable water is a form of proactive restoration and resilience against the ongoing challenges of drought that the West faces. Every gallon of water that flows from this spring supports the continuation of the wild spirit that defines this region. Well, they finish drinking and pause, taking in their surroundings. You can see the health and strength in these animals. They're descendants of domestic horses, brought here centuries ago by the Spanish and other settlers. But they've been rewilded. Their bodies and instincts perfectly tuned to this life. They live in tight family bands with complex social dynamics. We're just silent observers today, capturing a fleeting moment of peace and survival. There's something deeply moving about watching these magnificent creatures. They're living symbols of the pioneer spirit of the West, a connection to a bygone era. In a world that often moves too fast, these moments remind us of the enduring power of nature and the simple, profound importance of water. As these four finish their fill and head back toward the plains, it's a reminder of why this work matters. In a place where water is the ultimate treasure, we can make a real difference. As the first four horses fade back into the desert, notice the timing. In the desert, silence rarely lasts long at a water source. As these four are leaving, a second, much larger band appears on the horizon. This is a group of 8, and their arrival changes the energy of the pond instantly. Watching them approach, you can see the social structure at play. This isn't a random gathering. It's a highly organized family unit. The lead mare is out front. She's the CEO of the group, responsible for the band's memory, deciding which springs are safe and when it's time to drink. The stallion, meanwhile, is bringing up the rear. He's the head of security, constantly scanning for threats while his family hydrates. It's a beautiful division of labor that has allowed these horses to thrive in the Nevada wilderness for centuries. With 8 horses at the pond, things get a bit more crowded. You might see some pecking order behavior. A pinned ear here, a subtle nudge there. This is how they maintain order without resorting to actual fighting, which would waste precious energy in this climate. It's incredible to think that just 9 months ago, this spring was a clogged seep. Now it's supporting 12 horses in just the first few hours of the day. This is why we do what we do at Desert Water. When we help a spring, we aren't just helping it, we're restoring a community hub. Look at the condition of these animals. Their coats are sleek and they look strong. And look at those hoofs. I'm always impressed by the condition of these horses' hoofs. Access to clean flowing water is the difference between a struggling herd and a thriving one. They can smell the difference between fresh water and stagnant mud, and they clearly prefer what we've done here. Maintaining these springs is a constant battle. Silt, vegetation, and even the horses and donkeys themselves can accidentally plug up the pipes or the natural flow. Before we fixed this pond, it was barely a muddy seep. By clearing the obstructions and ensuring a steady flow, we aren't just helping the horses, we're supporting birds, burros, and even the mountain lions that call these peaks home. It's a full ecosystem recovery, one spring at a time. If you enjoy seeing these wild residents and want to help support our mission to keep the desert waters flowing, please consider subscribing to Desert Water. Every like and share helps us reach more people and repair more springs. I started this channel to show the impact of restoring these stubborn ancient springs. When they get clogged with silt and rocks, the flow stops. But with a little work, we can turn a dry patch of dirt back into a thriving oasis. As the band of 8 moves off, the light begins to shift. The desert sun is dipping toward those western peaks, painting the sky in shades of gold and deep orange. And right on cue, our final visitors of the day arrive, a small group of 3. They move with quiet caution, sniffing the air for any change in the wind. There's something magical about horses at sunset. The golden hour turns the dust they kick up into a haze of light, perhaps sensing the cooling air. They take their time, savoring the water as the shadows stretch across the pond. This is the peace I hoped for. It's a reminder that these springs are the jewels of the desert. If you want to help my channel, you could buy a hat. We hope this glimpse into the wild has brought a sense of peace and a renewed appreciation for these incredible animals and their arid home. As the last 3 horses disappear into the twilight, the desert begins its night shift. Other creatures, owls, birds, kit foxes, badger, maybe even a mountain lion, will soon visit this same spot. What we've done here will help them all have a place to survive. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of our restoration work and the wildlife it helps, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue these projects. Every like and share helps us reach more people and repair more springs. And remember, let's be good to one another. And we'll see you in the next spring.
Horsey, horsey, horsey. Here, horsey, horsey, horsey. Horsey, 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 horsey. Come on, horsey. Here, horsey.
If you enjoy seeing these wild residents and want to help support our mission to keep the desert waters flowing, please consider subscribing to Desert Water. Every like and share helps us reach more people and repair more springs.